You got some challenge here. Let's clear the 6th challenge in Pyrite Gorge. This one has the following contracts: Crown Slayer, big buff, enemy HP, and enemy defense. We're gonna bring in a low rarity team as well as a E2 SilverAsh friend. We have an E2 Sora there just to be able to get the E2 friend, but you can bring in any E2 operator or your own E2 SilverAsh, and it should work just fine. Let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna have our vanguards first and foremost, starting off with Fang at the bottom there. We're gonna leave the spot for Durnar. We're gonna bring in Vanilla to cover the top lane. And now we have a few options here. We can go either with the top side or bottom side. We're just gonna go with the bottom side, put in Durnar, and then we're gonna have Orchid there just to help Vanilla deal with those light defenders. Okay, next up, we're gonna set up Melantha here for the Crown Slayer to try and charge her skill before Crown Slayer gets here. We're gonna have SilverAsh in the open spot there, Durnar skill to clear the wave, get all the DP from Vanilla. Now we're gonna go Gumi there. We need the heals. Look at that. Fang and Durnar, they're getting pretty low. You can probably bring in Gumi even earlier than that if you have to. We're gonna bring in Ethan here to try and see if we can land some lucky binds on the Crown Slayer here. But now we're gonna need to be really careful here, and I think we kind of botched it up here, but we should be fine. Crown Slayer is a bit far away, but we do stun her in there, and we have Melantha hitting her. Ethan is not gonna hit her, which is a bit of a shame, but we should be fine here with all the skills used there. We're gonna have Moose to deal with those guys on the right side, and boom, once the Crown Slayer is out, we can retreat Melantha. SilverAsh or Orchid, they're still shooting. Now they're out of range, we can take out SilverAsh and Orchid. We're gonna need Hitano for the big boy wave, and then we also have Stewart, we have Shirayuki that we need to deploy. We're gonna wait for some more DP, however. Any second now. Fang, Vanilla, there it is. 23 DP. We have Shirayuki. So now we have a really strong defense against any runners coming to that right side. The top left side, however, will need to be covered as well. But for now, we are good to go. We're gonna take Vanilla out. We have enough DP, 50 DP. We're not gonna need any more DP here. Now we're gonna set up for the second time we face Crown Slayer. We're gonna have Melantha there in front of the stun pillar, as well as Orchid. We have one hammer dude. We're gonna use Ethan to try and bind him a little bit, and then we have the binds for the those runner boys as well. I'm gonna take out Gumi and bring in our SilverAsh up top, and those three, SilverAsh, Melantha, and Orchid, they should be able to deal with Crown Slayer no problem. But we are gonna have some other runners in there, so we might deploy more operators. So we have Durnar there. We had the Hitano skill and any skills we could muster for that big boy wave, and it was no problem. They went down instantly. They just got deleted. Okay, so Durnar, we still need her there. Ethan, maybe he can get a bind on one of those runners and deal as much. There we go, a lucky bind on that third runner, and then we have damage and binds on the hammer dude. And look at that, top side is just fine, but we have the Crown Slayer incoming. We gotta be real careful here. So once, look at this, so Orchid, she's already in range. Melantha, she's gonna need Crown Slayer to step up, and for SilverAsh as well. Now we're gonna stun Melantha. As soon as the Crown Slayer steps on that tile, boom, pop everyone, and look at that damage. She is hurting. And oh, and if Crown Slayer gets close to your Melantha, make sure to retreat her so that she doesn't teleport into the SilverAsh. That way Orchid will slow her down, and it will give more time for a SilverAsh to damage her. But as you can see, we did not need to retreat Melantha there, and that means we can keep her in, which means we're gonna get more damage on the runner dudes here. But we are gonna take out some other operators and bring in as much firepower as we can. Even Gooby, we're gonna throw her in front there, and look at that. They got destroyed. Aside from this one big boy, SilverAsh didn't get to use his skill off there, and the runner went through. One straggler with 3 HP, that's fine. We still have 2 HP left, and we did the challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one, and take care.